I still think you go for a Trundle here because it can knock the Jhin out of his ultimate and you have some peel there, but it is going to be the Karma here. It's just such a high priority for these two supports.
We'll see if it goes differently this time around. I believe Stixxay got all those melees, plus the added bounce onto Turtle, so a huge trade right there.
Good bit of damage as Afro looking to get aggressive. He's getting kited out as Turtle and Adrian with some great poke out onto the Braum, but Stixxay has the crit shot, just shoots WildTurtle in the face with it.
Gonna get root too.
And there again, he's to go all in. Does not. CLG keeping a little calmer now in the bottom lane, but WildTurtle taking a lot of beating already.
And now they're calling Xmithie down. They don't have a ward for this just yet. If he goes,
he's going. Tunnels in there. Xmithie wants it. He gets the knock up. Turtle manages to flash himself out of the way with the E, but Adrian got tagged. That's not good news. Adrian, can he run away?
Reignover.
Help's coming. Reignover, double belly bop there. Maybe going to turn things around, but CLG are standing firm again. They'll fight Reignover here as he gets stunned up. Stixxay needs it again, and that's first blood Xmithie.
And WildTurtle, he was pushed off. He wanted to get there first, but Stixxay cut him off.
Xmithie going to look for that first tunnel.
Huhi is also roaming through the jungle right now so that they don't have any early alert system.
Here we go. Adrian going to get hit up by the first few bolts. Turtle does get tagged by the Concussive Boys, but Darshan's in as well. Adrian's going to move in and Stixxay with another crit as now Turtle's going to get chased down. Massive snare on the other end, and Huhi gets the second. The race is on. Who's going to get that first turret money?
First turret gold is very important as well.
It honestly still wins it right now, but look at this, a fight on the side, and this might be the open up you're talking about.
Mid lane Jhin, he opens up.
He's looking for it there. Xmithie low, gets ulted back by Reignover, not quite dead yet, but Reignover will collect the kill. Stixxay fires into the wind.
Mid lane Jhin opening up against full health target. Shucks.
Yeah, they were invading and they only brought 2 members, and then, well, you gotta leave one of them behind.
Just starting to pile up everywhere. Huhi's still going back in with the Pobelter, and he wants it a little more. He might be going to get forced out. Huhi looking nice. But we have a fight in our hands. Huni going to TP in. Huhi now going to get stand united on Darshan. Going to try and cover it as Xmithie and Stixxay's ulti are cutting them off. Huni with a caught out position in the front line, but he's relatively tanky. Xmithie flashed himself over to the wall, I think, or maybe tunneled his way out. But Darshan a little too low. Huni finally claims a victim, ults himself out to safety, and Immortals going to surge forward. They take out Huhi. Reignover makes the blade a flank too, and Pobelter straight forward. Immortals get a clean house here.
I tell you, the E not breaking on Sanguine Pool for Vladimir was one of the best things to ever happen to him. Huge follow-up there from Pobelter. Does burn both summoners, and Immortals get the better of CLG in the Drake fight.
And it looks like a big part of that was, hold on.
Ooh, going in again. Xmithie trying to defend the red buff, maybe ill-advised.
Yeah, he does have smite as well.
Huni wants it.
Oh, the opponent gets what he wants!
Here, Immortals might have been looked to just dive and break it wide open.
And meanwhile, Huni's actually doing the blue buff right now, so they're at least getting something out of this for Immortals. And they just pushed Huhi outside.
Bit of a brute force there, but the Stixxay ultimate's going to try and clear the wave out, I think. Huni very threatening in the tower. He's going to fall. He just goes for it. Huni phase dives onto Xmithie. It's right over. Just a little short, gets the ulti down, but he won't quite connect for the rest of it. CLG can maybe turn it around. Reignover, big mistake. Gets himself stunned under the turret.
Huhi didn't go deep to the back line though, because they're worried about the damage that Immortals could still put out. At least clean up the ones that are, you know, around river and stuff. Uh-oh, here we go though, more action.
Pobelter actually now 1v2. Can he get out of this one? Huhi gonna dive himself forward. Big heal there from the ultimate, but Huhi wants it! Chases him, but Pobelter just has too much healing.
Whoa, he flashed for that too.
Yeah.
Pobelter is gonna walk away from it and try and heal back up off the minions. CLG though, they do have vision.
TP from Huhi and from Darshan. They're all coming in.
And Immortals play it safe to actually pull pretty firmly off that Baron. Xmithie may be caught, gets ulti back by Reignover, flashes out to safety and will tunnel back towards aphromoo. That's going to keep him safe, but Darshan a little far in. Huni actually getting chunked out a bit by the ulti as Huhi's going to chase him 1v1, but CLG still getting collapsed on here. Immortals looking for something.
Yeah, 2 top laners there trying to kite the opponent team, and we have a merry-go-round. They find each other at the Raptors though.
Maybe going in again. Well, Turtle actually DPS down, but Huhi with a big amount of burst. Good threaten, snare, lands in, but it doesn't quite connect on Huni. Good damage, but Immortals just kind of slowly creeping their way forward. They're a little too tanky for CLG, I think.
Yeah, and they've got that sustain. Pobelter on the front lines on Vladimir, continually soaking and healing back up.
At moments in this game where it's so even and both teams are kind of playing around each other and answering each other's moves. You're just waiting for that one breakpoint because this matters for momentum in the series and putting them on match point.
Pobelter!
Here's that side lane we talked about for the advantage. Huhi, though, gets collapsed on.
The Zhonya's baits there. Reignover going to turn around and Huni collapses. Immortals this time. Beat them to the 5-man.
You wanted something to happen, and that's the point in the game. It's so stressful. You want to be the hero, but you also don't want to be the person who puts your team behind, and it ended up being his team had Pobelter's back.
Immortals pull off the Baron, but no threat just yet. They can keep going. I think they did keep the health down.
Yeah, Vladimir can tank Baron pretty easily and heal back up.
Yeah, they want to stall for Huhi because he has TP. If they're able to keep this up.
10 seconds away, it's not enough time. They have to do it. Stixxay critting everybody away, and this Baron is so low. They're just going to stand here and fight.
Xmithie's so low!
Doing a lot of damage, it's going to get it! It is Gragas. Reignover takes the Baron, and Immortals weather the storm and are able to keep moving in. Darshan here is on. Here comes Huhi. He must save the day here. And he goes in, looks for Adrian, doesn't find him. Pobelter still taking there on the front line as Darshan dives into the back. Huhi does pop the Zhonya's in, and he's trying so desperately. Does get turtle, but he needs to survive. Dies there to Reignover after Riv walks away. Darshan is going to lose the GA, and Stixxay has barely limped away. I spoke too soon.
Can he do this?
They're going to chase him, actually. Stixxay.
He's got a crit. He's got a crit.
Darshan actually still pretty big. Pobelter needs to die. But Darshan gets him in 6, they just can't make his way back in.
Yeah, meanwhile, on top side of that, Huhi is just pushing up there, and that's going to be Immortals wrecking through the base. Talk about how when they get a Baron, they're going to take so much.
Yeah, it's just too much damage there. They're going to move in for the inhibitor to be able to take it. Huhi's back now, but that inhib's already dead.
Up the mid lane to try and get inhibitor turret number 2 with the Baron buff.
CLG know they have to do something now. They're going to look for a play, but Immortals just going to dive them, I think. Darshan already used the teleport. Ulti from aphromoo is pretty good there on the Braum, but they're just going to take the turret down. Huni getting a little too low, does ulti out to safety. Pobelter taking in the front lines and the turret. Does fall to Immortals. Stixxay lining it up, but he needs to shoot someone down. Reignover running interference in the front line, but Huhi does take him down. Now Stixxay, you try to turn it around. Xmithie, absolutely massive knock-up. Turtle's going to go down, and CLG flip it again!
Immortals dare to reach too far there into the CLG base. They claim 4, and they're running it back up mid lane. How many turrets can they take?
But here comes the TP. It's on top of where Stixxay is.
Oh, Stixxay, it's not a good spot to be standing, but Huni does not.
He's just buying time. The Dragon's going to go down.
Immortals are actually still doing it here. Stixxay opens up with the ultimate. Immortals need to move back in. Huhi's in the backline. He actually chunks one out. Reignover getting low. Reads the crit there as Xmithie takes him down. CLG trying to keep fighting in. Huhi's going ballistic as he pops the Zhonya's. Pobelter, the only one left. He takes out the Kassadin.
Stixxay!
Have done it. Stixxay gets out of Pobelter. Gonna flip it all around. Huni now diving in onto Darshan as he's gonna get chased out of Pobelter. There's the triple kill. Darshan now gonna get locked up, and Immortals win a very scrappy fight.
These are so intense with multiple bots. Darshan's gonna teleport out.
They're already cutting him off, though. He's not gonna make it out of this, even if he accepts it.
Xmithie maybe not going to make it as well. In fact, Pobelter and Adrian want more. They're going to try and push the minions down to the bottom lane.
Is he trying to delay back so they can get up to the second inhibitor here? There is an exposed inhibitor that Immortals could go after in the mid lane if they transition up. But they're
if you think about the wave clear, though, they might try to end the game right
Darshan's
here, but Darshan.
He's got to run interference. He pops the refuge. Pobelter, though, still doing a little too much work. Turtle now laying in the damage as Xmithie disrupts 2 there with a knock-up, but he doesn't have anything. He shreds as Immortals are able to take him down. Pobelter gets himself another. Darshan chasing in the GA's pop, and Immortals, I think that's enough.
Well, 3 seconds on Huhi, though. He's about to be back up.
They're trying to buy time for those reanimations as Huhi's back up.
This game's getting silly as Huhi's now back up. Pobelter keeps moving his way back in. Shields there from Adrian, keeping him safe. Pobelter feeling immortal this game.
Finally do claim that Elder Dragon.
It's a 3-stack as well for themselves. Those 3 previous Drakes they had picked up, a lot of burn here, and with an Ezreal and the poke that they have, it's going to be very meaningful.
I think this is contestable.
Xmithie's on the other side, though. Xmithie has a place where he's out of vision.
He's
trying to go for it!
How could I? Oh my God! Xmithie steals it from Immortals.
And they got Pobelter!
CLG, the medic to get it! Darshan looks up to in the backline. Huni melts there as Immortals.
What? Are you kidding me? CLG are going to take the team fight, and now they have Baron, but they can run it through after.
And Reignover's trying to buy time. He's trying to cut the minion wave so that they can't push up. They have super minions down here. It's going to be a little bit harder to push than they want, but Darshan is so tanky. If CLG put their minds to it, maybe they can still accomplish it.
They're looking to at least claim Reignover's life here as they close in on him. Stixxay doesn't hit the snare, though.
Reignover's just buying time. Huni's back in base safe as well. Reignover, I think, is going to die here still, but he's bought plenty of time.
Yeah, exactly. 20 seconds on Pobelter, and CLG aren't going to be able to push a turret off of this just yet.
Because CLG going to knock down another turret. Immortals still, I think, maybe 1 or 2 with the Elder Dragon buff, but they're going to break straight through bottom lane here. Immortals, they're not back up. Reignover still down for 25.
Yeah, with that Lich Bane, they just shred through these structures, and they get that inhibitor so quickly, they're able to just back off.
Well, CLG going to try and maybe play spoiler with an incredible Baron steal from Xmithie. Immortals are peeking around trying to find a flank. They may have caught Huni, but Huhi maybe have caught them. Touchdown. Moving back in to Stixxay going to open fire. Pobelter, he's the man they need to kill. Huhi moving back in, but Pobelter pops us on his Immortals. Still chasing in. Is Huhi going to go down? Maybe Huni chases him down. Immortals maybe have done it. Xmithie going to get blown up here in the front lines, and CLG must retreat.
Yep, Huhi is down. They have to get out of there. Xmithie also going to follow him shortly after the GA, and Huni's still chasing him off.
Death time is counting down relatively quickly. Xmithie and Huhi will be back to reinforce in a second, and Immortals do have to chew through this inhibitor first.
It might just be a double inhibitor take for Immortals. Let's see if they decide to try for Nexus or take the second one.
They already have one Nexus turret down from previous.
Yeah.
They have a little bit of time here.
Darshan is so tanky. He's actually just buying as much time as he needs to here. He's still running interference, but Immortal's going to go for it here.
Apple's trying to block the turret from WildTurtle.
Stixxay, no, that's not where you want to be. Reignover knocks him back in, but there's no one there to collect him. He has to go to
Adrian getting on top of Immortals. Going to look to win the WildTurtle. Finding his way around. And Immortals, they get it in 3. That size says it all. Immortals claim victory, but whoa, it was intense. Very close there.